Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a weekly read for all the signs for the week starting 22nd of June through to the 30th. I hope you're all doing fantastically well with the summer solstice that's just, or winter, depending on where you are in the world, that's just come through, and all those new moon energies. The energy has been quite heavy at the moment, so just take that time if you're feeling it, if you're feeling very drained or tired, take that time to nurture yourself and really set those good intentions for yourself. And above all, just rest if you feel that you need it. But I was kind of hit really hard over the weekend with the energies coming through, but I feel like they're kind of integrating a lot better now. So yeah, hopefully if any of you are struggling, the energies will definitely get lighter for you. So let's get straight into it. After it, I will put some timestamps for you guys in the description box just to make it a little bit easier for you if you need it. But I will start with Capricorn all the way through to Sagittarius. So let's see what energies we have for you guys for this week. I'm just going to do a 2-card spread for each of you. Let me just leave this up a little bit, just for a bit of guidance for this week. All right, so let's start with Capricorn. What messages do we have for Capricorn this week, please? 2 cards, please. What messages do we have for Capricorn for this week? 2 cards, please. There's 1 and 2. Oh, okay. Oh, well, you get 3, Capricorn. All right, so let's have a look. So we have 9 of Pentacles and the Hierophant and the 3 of Wands. So you guys are obviously standing in your power at the moment. You know, you're looking good, feeling good. Could be some money issues for you this week, but they're definitely going to be sorted out. You could be dealing with, I feel like there's a bit of maybe perhaps family pressure here for those of you who are dealing with some traditional beliefs of if you are single, if you are independent, that, you know, why aren't you paired up, why aren't you married, that kind of thing. But, you know, there could be a few of you who have family members, if not you, that are waiting for this to happen for you. But I feel you're good. I feel you're doing your thing. Much awaited news could be arriving for you by the end of the week as well, and it's also just a peaceful resolution to this. So don't be surprised if you get some news that really projects you on that path. A lot of you could also be receiving news this week about moving, or you're moving into a new home, or just waiting on news about that being a possibility. But I think this week is a good week for you, Capricorn. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just hold on there a little bit longer. Be a little bit more patient. Things are definitely arriving for you. All right, so let's move on to Aquarius. These are just going to be obviously short and sweet little messages for the week for all the signs. So let's move on to Aquarius. What messages do we have for Aquarius this week, please? There's 1 and 2. Okay, what do we have? So we have the Lovers and, oh, the 8 of Cups. So Aquarians, this week you could find yourself in a position where you're leaving a relationship behind, you're leaving a partnership behind, or you're just really contemplating whether that's a good move for you to make this week. If any of you have been struggling in a relationship, a partnership, doesn't always mean a love relationship, can be any relationship. I think you're choosing to leave those troubles behind and move on. I feel like there's a lot of you that are asking right now, is this all there is for me? Is there better out there? And you know what? I think there is, and I'm moving towards it. So as I said, if you are in a partnership at the moment and you've been experiencing some troubles, I think you're leaving that all behind and moving on. But I think this is being divinely guided as well. So you see this person here is walking away and leaving this behind, but she's walking to these beautiful stars, these bright lights. to find kind of that peace and solitude. So heaven's got your back on this one, whichever you decide, Aquarians. Okay. All right, let's move on to Pisces. Pisces, please. What messages do we have for Pisces for this week? What messages do we have for Pisces this week, please? 2 cards. There's 1. What do we have for our little fish this week, please? Messages for Pisces for this week, please. Oh, okay, you guys are might be really feeling that energy this week a little bit all over the place, but don't worry, just let it settle. And as the days go on through the week, you'll definitely settle into that energy and feeling a lot more grounded and stable. Okay, so we have the 4 of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so a lot of you could be sat in that energy at the moment where you're feeling bored, you're feeling, you know, really just lackluster with life, wondering, you know, is this really the life I want to lead? You know, I need some excitement, I need some passion. I think it's probably just a bit of more of a mundane week for you this week, just going through the motions, really just feeling kind of, you know, well, is this it for me? What am I going to do? But once you're moving into that Queen of Swords energy, you're really discovering about yourself what you need to cut out of your life, what you don't, really moving out of that emotional space and into that head space where you're really taking that tough stand this week. You could be dealing with an air sign this week that you need to take that stand with, and it's very hard, as I know, I'm a Pisces myself, to move out of that emotional state and move into a logic state, but you have to let that come in this week. If you find there's a situation that you've just fed up with, that you've just had enough with, I think it's really calling on you this week to really cut out what you don't want in your life anymore and really take a stand and take that action to move it forward. So, okay, let's move on to Aries. Messages for Aries this week, please. What messages do we have for the Aries this week? Okay. 2 cards, please, for the messages for Aries for this week, please. There's 1. Messages for Aries this week, please. Thank you. All right, so for Aries, we have 3 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. Okay, so you might find yourself in a position this week where working with others is being a bit challenging or creating challenges this week. You might find yourself being very defensive in a partnership, really wanting to be heard, really wanting to your opinion to be noticed and taken account of this week. This could be in a work situation where you feel that you're being undervalued and your opinion isn't being heard, or this could be something that you've worked really, really, really hard on, and you're obviously defending that. You know, so if you do encounter situations this week where it does kind of create that need to defend, that Aries fire, bring that Aries fire out. You may find that there's quite a lot of opinions coming at you this week, but stand your ground. You're ready. Your ideas are valid. They're solid, and you know what you're talking about. So no matter what comes at you this week, Aries, I think you've got it. Just stay strong, stay tough, yeah, and defend what's yours. All right. So let's move on to